do you make the best choice when there's a battle between your head and your heart? Hi, it's Otaosese, and welcome to my web series. I think we all tend to take a little longer to figure out the best course of action when it comes to major decisions. You know, those ones that have the ability to change our lives or work in a significant way. And whenever we're in a tough situation like that, we may speak with someone we trust about the matter or let time lead us to the right choice. Now, when making tough decisions, something really important to note is your intuition or gut feeling. Although people often try to use good logic and facts alone to decide the best choice when making a decision, that strategy isn't always effective. For example, there might not be adequate data to inform the right choices for a startup forging a new path. And I've got to tell you, this is particularly true in the current economic conditions we find ourselves. Because for both new and existing businesses and entrepreneurs alike, the COVID-19 pandemic altered the present and future. So if you're a startup trying to forge a new path, even with historical data, to prevent holes in the road, you'll need to grab and apply both logic and intuition. Plus, your intuition should be a big part of your decision-making process. You know, the most innovative entrepreneurs and business leaders use their intuition to succeed. To be clear, I'm not saying that every gut decision turns into an immensely successful product. But when trusting your gut is the right move, the reward is big. So often we think and find ourselves feeling no more clear about what action to take. And I get that. Now here's one thing I highly suggest you do. When you have the voices of logic and intuition arguing back and forth in your mind, that will help you make the best decision for you. You've got to talk to yourself like your close friend. This will enable you to distance yourself from the decision and give you the chance to be a little more objective. If you were talking to a good friend, perhaps you'd say things like, no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. Or, you've got this, you're smart. So talking to yourself like a close friend takes some of the unnecessary emotions out of the equation and will also make you more compassionate to yourself. And your decision-making ability will improve when you make self-compassion a normal practice. I'll say it another way so it sinks in nicely. When you're faced with a tough or stressful choice, take a step back and assess the situation from an external point of view. And if you still find yourself overthinking, here are 5 strategic steps that will help you. Step 1, notice your thoughts. Truth is, you can choose to observe your thoughts instead of getting caught in them. Naturally, our minds are very restless. So if you're able to train your mind to be calm, you will create space for more distinctive stuff to be heard. You know, a core aspect of meditation is that instead of being wrapped up in your thoughts or attempting to stop them from emerging, you watch your thoughts flow. The thing is, to some extent, the tendency to overthink is a normal tendency of the mind, but one you can alter through practice. Step 2, write your thoughts down. If you keep your thoughts trapped in your mind, they will not only exaggerate the severity of the situation, but they can also cause you to continually refer to the same thoughts and therefore overanalyze the same thing repeatedly. I typically find that writing down my thoughts helps me to far better organize my thought process. And if you like, you can choose to make those thoughts less powerful by throwing the paper away after writing down the thoughts. Step 3, divert your attention. The key to stop yourself from overthinking is finding an activity that soaks up your attention. In particular, you would want a physical activity that combines mental commitment and social contact, like cardio intervals or playing a game you enjoy. So when you find yourself overthinking, work out or play a game. When complemented with physical action, the flow of emotions brings a perfect balance between the two. I know it sounds straightforward, but it's very hard to focus on more than one thing at a time. Step 4, focus on good enough, not perfection. Instead of getting caught up in whether your decision is perfect or not, look at the advantages of adopting this kind of mentality. Perfectionists often run themselves frazzled trying to reach an unattainable perfect standard. In any case, most decisions are compromises in one way or another. And by embracing such compromises in advance, you can possibly give yourself more peace of mind. So instead of burning yourself out by focusing on perfection, let go of the black or white perspective. Then when you see an option that meets the good enough requirement you have set, take it. Step 5, simply pray. And after praying, let the peace in your heart settle any question that arises in your mind with certainty. Ultimately, the secret to your happiness is to be true to what God has put on your heart. This might seem like a lot, but what I'm saying is that when making important decisions, especially those that have far-reaching consequences on your life, you tap into both your guts and logic as legitimate resources for your decision making. And these 5 simple strategies that I just shared will help you make smart decisions. One more thing, if you haven't seen my other episode called 5 Simple Strategies that train you for better decision making, make sure you take a look at it. Now tell me, have you ever had a battle between your head and your heart? Do you have any methods or systems that have consistently helped you tackle that kind of decision conundrum? Let me know in the comments below. As usual, to get more insights and ideas from me, head over to Otaosese.com and let's discuss there. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I would really appreciate it if you share this video with your friends and loved ones. And if you want to get my latest updates and more valuable resources to become and deploy your best self in life and business, plus some inspiring content from me for subscribers only, go to Otaosese.com and sign up for email updates. Be mindful and stay grateful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.